Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. We're here in the Garden of Eden, and I identified that plant. It's a fava bean, so I wrote it right there on the board so I'd remember. Yeah, I remember now. I had some fava beans that I picked last season from the plants I had up over there, and I dried them out on the windowsill in the kitchen, and then I said, well, I better get those out of here. And I took them out here, and I think I stuck more than one in, but one of them apparently came up, so I'm going to have a fava bean plant there. My broccoli is doing really well. Broccoli. Did I put the accent on the wrong syllable? All right, everybody. Sometimes I just crack myself up, and it's starting in the rear. Oh no, another one. As one of my viewers was right, I got to get myself a little button push thing that does a hat trick every time I crack one of those really bad jokes. All right, so I came through, and I had strained off my chicken manure tea. And by the way, that's got an NPK of 643. So it's really good for like starting the fertilizer starter for young plants and for fruit trees. So I did put some of it around all of my fruit trees, and I got those all set. And for brush bum, your rutabagas, they're coming up all over the place here. And I guess the wind caught a couple and brought them way over there, because I just did 2 rows right here. But I'll be thinning those out, and of course, since they're root plants, you can't pull one up and replant it in another location, kind of like carrots and things like that. They either grow right where you plant them, or that's it. But I'll wait till they get up a little bit bigger, and then I'll pluck out the greens and the roots, and I'll just toss them into the chickens. I'm sure they'll enjoy them. I've got another white onion that's going to come out, and I'm going to put it like right there. I've got it on my windowsill, and it's already sprouted. So I did bring in some of the, I got to go out the other door because I have this one locked from the outside. I did bring in the some of the chicken manure tea, and I watered some plants that I bought. I bought a raspberry, purple seedless grape, and a cherry tree, and I wanted to get them started a little bit faster, so I've been watering them with they're actually still sitting in the packing material, which is nothing more than wood shavings. And I added some of the chicken compost tea to that, and they're just growing like crazy. The cherry tree has just got buds on it, but I'm keeping those indoors until I see buds on all the other stuff out in the garden, and then I'll transplant these outdoors. But for right now, let me go in here real quick and show you. And oh yeah, I got my celery started too. So I got my 6 celeries in the little starter cups there, and they're doing pretty well. And this is the cherry tree, and you can see it's got little buds popping all over the place, and a new little branch coming out right there. And it's very pliable, very happy here. So I just keep it in here so I get some ambient light through the windows. And then over here in my grapevine, and look at these things how they're sprouting. The grapevine on that side, and this is the raspberry on this side. And they really like that compost tea. And it's like I said, there's no dirt in there. It's just growing in wood shavings with a little bit of nutrients. Kind of like a hydroponics setup for right now. And that's just the way I got them from the store. And all I did was make a little funnel here at the top and stretch it so that I can pour the water down between the plastic and the stem. And I just feel them by weight. And when I feel them getting a little light, I add a little bit more of the chicken manure compost tea. And that gives them some nutrients to live on. So these things, when they go out, are going to have one heck of a good head start. All right, so let's head back on outside. I'll show you some of the other things I was doing. And I've been hunkered down for 2 days because of high winds. The highest I saw was 34, but that was high enough. Anyway, I did some more metal detecting down at the campsite down the road here. And this is my little finder's box that I ordered that fits the Macro Simplex, the Notka Macro Simplex. And here's what I got: a couple more of those Shell President's Game coins. I need to clean them off a little bit and see which ones they are. But I found 2 more of those, and didn't have a heck of a lot of time because I had to 2 days hunkering down. I got my refrigerator cleaned out, but I didn't get any of my outdoor chores done. So today, that's what I've been doing, is taking care of outdoor chores. I got my folding sluice box all set up and ready to go. And there's my homemade miner's pick, lightweight miner's pick, and this thing works out great. So I'll be looking for a nice handle to put on it over here, but you don't have to hold it all the way back here. You can hold it up closer, and then the pick, of course, being nice and sharp like that, that makes a nice little crevice tool also. So anyway, I got that stuff done, and then I finished panning out the stuff that I got from Cajon Creek, and no luck in any of that. So we'll go to another place next time. These are prospecting trips, so we're checking out a certain area each time we go, and if we find something there, then we'll make note of that place, and that's where we'll go back. And you gotta look for that honeypot hole. You can't just say, well, this is going to produce gold. It doesn't work that way. You do prospecting first, which is go out there and take some samples from different locations, process them. If you find something in one of those locations, then you go back to it. Now, these orange buckets all came from out in the desert in a dry wash, and some of them didn't, but the ones that did, we had marked on them where they came from. And this was not one of them. The others are over there. They're all marked. And I got one more of those to do. All right. So on this little unit, this little portable sluice box, remember I was mentioned that these riffles were a pain to get out. Well, they had these tabs on the side that fit in a slot, and they had them sticking out here, and probably a good 1/4 inch they came through. So you had to really put something in there like a flat screwdriver and pry the heck out of it to get it to come out. So what I did was I took them out, and as you can see, I cut them down. Well, what I first did was I used a razor blade and I marked them to be flush with, the mark was flush with the outside of this. And then when I put them on my belt sander, I sanded just a little bit past that. So now, all you have to do is push out on this side right here and pull up on this front corner, and they come right out. But they're in there solid, and they won't fall out by accident. So that worked out great, and I got this thing all cleaned and ready to go. And then I had this strap handy, and what I figure I'll do is I'll leave the flare in place, put the strap in that little loop, because they made these with tabs and holes on these so you could stack multiple pieces on. So if I wanted to make this longer, I can order another one of these bottom halves, and there's the slots, and it'll add right onto this, and I can double the length of it, which I may end up doing because it's nice and easy and a lightweight to carry, but it's got to be a little bit more efficient. It needs to be longer. All right, so anyway, I got the strap on it like this. So now I can strap it over my shoulder, and it'll be on my back straight up and down like that. So it'll be easy to carry. And if I get a second one, it'll snap on the top of this, and I'll still be able to do the same thing with this strap. All right. So got that done. And then this is my Recirc sluice box over here. I've had this one for a while, and this one comes from madmining.com. So they make custom equipment, and what this does is, by the way, whoever it was on my channel that said you can't repair a AGM battery, I did run my repair unit on this, and it fixed it up and came back 100%. So I've been using this. So anyway, gonna clip this on here, and this starts up the pump in there, and then this is the water run down the sluice. Now this is called a telltale. Now you want this to be about 2.5 to 3 inches high when it's running. If it drops down, you're not getting the pressure you need, and you have to clean the filter around the pump. Now I have an old, at the bottom here, I have an old clothes dryer screen, and it works out great. I put that under here like that, and what it does is as I'm running the stuff out, it catches all of the sand right in there. So I don't have to keep pulling sand out of my bottom. And the reason this is foaming is because I did put jet dry in there to break the surface tension of the water. So anyway, I had lost my hose that goes from the pump up to the head, and I've been looking all over for it. Well, I found it. Here it is. So I can switch back to this one, and I'll have a spare with the white one. But I may take the white one and set it up. I've got a couple of these pumps. These are just basically bilge pumps for boats, and I've got a couple of those I've ordered online. So I'll set up another one so that I can run off a small battery. Maybe I'll get a small lithium battery, a little thing, maybe 30 amp hours or something like that. That's very lightweight, that I can carry with me when I'm going out to like Lido Creek or something like that, and I don't want to actually set up in the stream with a sluice box. I can set up this Recirc unit and drop that in the pump in the stream instead of in a bucket like this, and just use the water from the stream to do the job here. But this is a very efficient sluice box. The legs on it allow you to adjust. It's about 3 foot long, and you should always have about 1 inch per foot drop. So if you took a level off of the top of here straight across, it would come to here, which is about probably 4 inches drop. So it's a little bit too steep. I can raise that up, but I was processing some bigger stuff, and I like it when it takes the rocks out of the way. But I'll bring that up a little bit, and I'll go through my last bucket here, which came from the desert, and I got a big chunk of caliche in there I got to break up and run that through. All right, that's about all. Let me shut this off. And silence is golden. All right. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm sticking to it. So anyway, I'm going to close up here. And, I did clean out my fridge in the last couple of days. Got everything took all everything out of the refrigerator and pulled all the shelves out and the drawers and all of that and washed them all down nice and clean. Looks like a brand new fridge inside and everything's organized. And all of a sudden, I've got lots of room in the fridge. And it was completely packed tight where I could not fit another thing in there, not even a can of beer. And I said, boy, I don't need any food. And now I got plenty of room, so I can go buy some more food before the prices go up again. All right, everybody, that's all I have for today. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, thumbs up down there and subscriptions. Subscriptions are free. All you have to do is click on the subscribe right below the video where it says subscribe. Click on that red subscribe, and that's it. You're subscribed. And then a little bell icon right beside it. If you click on that, that'll notify you every time a new video is posted, so you won't miss anything, because they're going to have a lot of good fun this year. A lot of things to do. And that's about it. This is G Bear signing off.